For 6 months, Josia Mathebula, a father of 3, woke up every morning without knowing how he would provide for his family. His contract had ended after 3 years of work. Like many millions South Africans employees, he did what the system tells you to do. CNB Community, welcome back to the channel and thank you so much for tuning in. He went to the office in Mpumalanga and applied for his unemployment benefit from the UIF. He submitted the documents. He waited. Weeks passed, nothing. When he went back to check, the answer was always the same. There are errors in your documents. But the problem was Josia did not even know the documents were wrong. Josia did not even know what to look for. And he went back to the company, back to the labor, back to the company, back to the labor. And this has been going on for months without payment. But then he has lost hope and he had lost his strength to keep fighting the system until a colleague introduced him to CNB Community. Now, let me not spoil this and let's hear Josia narrate his story in his own words.
Guys, okay, listen, I have to testify here about CNB. Yes, I said it right, CNB. So this is what happened. I was working for a certain company and then for 3 years, then our contract ended. When the contract ended, we were given all the papers, so I was supposed to claim for the unemployment fund, UIF, for unemployment. So I went to the Castile Center, which is in Mpumalanga, to submit my claim. So I went there to claim. Then I submitted all my papers. Then after submitting my papers, I waited. I went back to check because nothing was happening. Then after that, only to find out that there was something wrong with the papers we submitted. There were errors in my papers. So the company I was working for made errors in the papers they were given to me, and then I was not aware of. Then I went back to the company. It was a long process. Then I went back to labor again. Then the papers came back again. My application was still bouncing because there were still errors there. So after this, went for the 4th time, 5th time, until it was almost 5 months. I was not getting my money. My application was still bouncing. So until I met this guy I was working with, and then he introduced me to CNB. And then I began to follow CNB on TikTok, and then that's why I joined their live. And then CNB helped me a lot because by that time I had no strength even to go to labor or to do anything. And then I spoke to her, explained my situation. She gave me an email address, and then she said, you can email me, let's talk. And then we talked, and then I sent her my documents. She checked for me, and then only to find out, yes, there were errors there. And then she intervened, and then I went back to the company, and then she was with me through all the process, and then contacting, checking what was the progress, how far I am. Then after that, after she intervened, I think we're going for the 6th month now without anything happening. And then I submitted my document after she intervened. She had to enter where she was not supposed. Also in the company, speaks with the some of my company associates, and then check with my company also what was happening, why were the documents were wrong. But after that, everything was corrected and was verified. Then after that, then I went to claim. It was the once-off thing. Then after I claimed, then after I went there, submitted my document, then it was like an immediate thing. And then I got my first payment until to the last payment. So if you are still doubting and then think it's a scam, also when they were introduced to me, I thought maybe this is a scam, but I realized later after getting my money that this is not a scam. So CNB is not a scam. I can assure you that I am one of the witnesses. I am one of the guys who were assisted and helped by CNB. So shout out to CNB. If ever somebody is needing help regarding unemployment or whatever it is claims through the UIF, You can go and check them on TikTok. It's CNB. Then after I get them, I promise you, that's all you need to do. Nothing else. Thank you.